When people nowadays talk about what Martin Luther wrote about the Jews, they're most likely talking about a document he wrote toward the end of his life titled On the Jews and Their Lies. His proposals in that writing are offensive and repugnant. Make no mistake, these things Luther wrote are appalling, especially in light of the subsequent use and even misuse of those writings in modern times. What Luther wrote can never be excused or condoned. Rather, it can be recognized as a symptom of Luther's own sin. And, as is the case with all sin, it arose out of Luther's own lack of faith and fear that his actions, as well as the actions of fellow Christians, might cause them to be subjected to God's wrath and damnation. Luther believed the Jews were publicly blaspheming Christ, and he was afraid that to allow such blasphemy was to become implicated in it and thus subject to the wrath of God. At the same time, if you take Luther's writings concerning the Jews out of the context and culture he was writing in and read them only with a modern-day mindset, you could have the misunderstanding that Luther hated Jews simply for being Jewish. This is precisely what some people in the past have done, and even in the present, when they point to Luther as an illustration of what is characterized today as anti-Semitism. Both the root and the cause of Luther's inexcusable language are easily recognized as sin, a lack of faith in Jesus. In this, as in all other instances, there is no redeeming character in sin. And to seek to avoid sin, or to justify it, only serves to increase it. And so Luther, like the rest of us, will have to rest on the promise of Christ's mercy.